After a disappointing loss against Philly, the Warriors bounced back against the lottery-bound Charlotte Hornets on the front end of a back-to-back. With neither team shooting well, Golden State broke out in the third quarter when Buddy Hield decided to turn on his cycle and start making threes. I want to break down his X-Factor performance and how he ignited the Warriors' offense, so let's get to it. We'll start with the transition layup that came from a defensive stop. With a low-scoring affair already, GB2 picks up Damian Ball in full court to try and put some ball pressure. This is honestly the difference between youngsters and veterans. Ball tries to put a great defender in jail first, and instead of trying to pull the ball back out to the perimeter to reset the offense, he stupidly drives into traffic, where Quinn Post is playing the ball and lob threat to Williams. Post rotates just in time to swat the shot, and it becomes a fast break opportunity. Buddy Hield then takes a smaller Seth Curry one-on-one and gets a right-handed layup to go. This is a great sign to get something easy in transition for the streaky shooter. I think it was smart of Steve Kerr to have the Warriors put some defensive pressure to try and set this tone, especially with both teams struggling to shoot. Buddy and GB2 first trap Green on the half-court line, and with Steph taking away the immediate pass, this forces him to throw an inaccurate jump pass into traffic. Seth Curry cannot handle it and Post steals the ball for another fast break. Steph was the only effective one on offense in the first half, and Charlotte has to respect the pull-up three, but Curry throws an unselfish alley-oop layup to Buddy for another easy basket. These are the plays that get streaky shooters going. The Hornets decide to trap Steph on these on-ball pick and rolls. When the short pass is made to GP2, he's one of the better decision makers out of these 4-on-3 advantages. Ball has to rotate over as the weak side low man, forcing Seth Curry to X out to the two weak side Warriors. Corner kick out pass to Post, who could have shot this faster, but he gets the defender up and then makes that extra pass to Buddy on the wing. Mark Williams, who was the initial defender on Payne II, is not used to chasing perimeter players, so he forgets that next rotation. Buddy gets a wide open three, great team offense. The Warriors got away with a couple no calls that easily could have kept the Charlotte momentum going. They were hanging around just enough within striking distance, but Buddy Hield caught fire at the end of the third quarter to give the Warriors some breathing room. With the big Golden State lineup to close out the quarter, they get a second chance opportunity when no one boxes out Quinn Post and he gets a tap on the loose ball, forcing LaMelo Ball to lose control just enough. Shout out Draymond Green for having a solid all-around game despite losing his temper unnecessarily again to no one's surprise, but these are winning plays that he gets on the floor first to grab possession. You just know Jimmy Butler's going to make the right play and immediately finds a shooter. These are in-rhythm three-pointers that completely drain the opponent's momentum and should be worth double. Right after that three, LaMelo loses control again and thought the Warriors fouled him, but the refs swallowed their whistle. This is a great chance for the Warriors to finish the quarter strong. With Buddy jogging on the left wing by himself, he counters the lazy Smith Jr. and explodes back to the top for a dribble handoff by Draymond. These two knew exactly what they were doing, and this DHO also acts as a screen on the defender. Buddy gets a wide open look out of it and drills it again. Massive swinging events. Once Buddy goes to the west of the Warriors go. I'm not showing the clips, but Jimmy ended the quarter with the second three of the season, and then the Warriors start the fourth quarter with a Pajensky three. With the motion offense not being able to create anything, Looney just gives a handoff, but then rolls before setting the screen, leaving Buddy on an island. I got no breakdown for this, but Buddy absolutely feeling himself and creating just enough space to pull up a contested corner three. He would not have made this if it wasn't for all the momentum building plays I showed earlier on, so that's pretty much what we call a fuck you three. Golden State is something like 12-1 when Buddy Hield scores 18 points and over, and 21-27 when he scores less. That is just not sustainable of an X factor in my opinion, especially when it comes to the playoffs, but unfortunately here we are. This was a great misdirection play that exploited the poor Charlotte defense. Dribble handoff for Jimmy and then swing passes to Pods. The initial action is a back screen by Hield to get Jimmy a potential layup or lob, but the Hornets completely screw this communication up because Josh Green switches, but Miles Bridges thought they were playing straight up. It's hilarious because Mark Williams, who's guarding Looney, also plays a drop coverage because of Jimmy's gravity, allowing Looney to literally set a pick on nobody. Generally, there is at least one body here, but Charlotte gets clowned for this play and Buddy gets a shooter's role. I actually want to break down a couple threes by Pods that was also created solely by Buddy. Because of his hot shooting, defenders are now paying him extra attention. On this split action, Pods sets the first screen and Smith Jr. literally calls for the switch. That is the best way to break up this type of action, but Charlotte fails again by not communicating and both guys go to Buddy because he has been hot this game. Pajensky takes full advantage and pops out and gets the open three ball, all created because of Buddy's gravity. And then 1 minute later, look at this again. Off-ball pick set by Looney first, then Buddy does not even set a go screen and just runs. But this simple action triggers the Hornets, and Bridges automatically calls for the switch so he can pick up the shooter. This is just comedy defense by Charlotte. Green messes up the communication again, and this opens up just enough space for Paz to pull it from downtown once more, all created because of Buddy Hield. For the last play, the Warriors get another stop and Draymond throws the ball up to Hield, who loves sprinting on every possession. With a 2-on-3 fast break, he does not even think of wasting time and pulling the ball out, but instead uses the threat of his hot shooting to pull a hezzy on none other than LaMelo Ball himself. Gets by Ball and forces him to reach from behind, and Buddy gets the impressive continuation left-hand layup. There you guys have it, a quick breakdown of Buddy Hield's short explosion to end the third quarter that gave the Warriors some breathing room. All of a sudden, the rest of the team remember how to knock down shots, but fortunately or unfortunately, this has been a theme all season. The Warriors leaning a little too much on Buddy Hield's performance to win games that they should be handling easily. It feels like whether Buddy makes or misses wide open threes, or even just shots in general, affects a team's morale and momentum way more than it should. It's hard to fully quantify that impact, but if you've been watching the games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now on to a tough back end of a back-to-back at MSG. Hopefully they get some extra rest from this double-digit win. If you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.